All right. Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. My name is ThumperTi, and this is my maiden voyage, take two. I say take two because last night was my very first stream, but apparently it didn't record. So tonight, after going through all of my settings on OBS, I think that I have got it sorted out. So we're going to go ahead and go and see how it goes. Got it. So we are playing Star Citizen version 3.17.2, and today was the beginning of what's it called? Free flight. And this is the Star Citizen free flight. And they are doing the best of 8 vehicles that were voted upon by members. They're narrowing down to an overall winner, I believe. And so there's a free fly in Star Citizen where you can register over the next week that ends on the 15th. And if you register for free right now, you can fly all 8 of these vehicles. So yeah, so I've done that, and so I'm getting ready to jump into the verse for a short time today, just to see how things are. Now I will warn you that I've already done this a little bit today. I pulled out some of my ships, some of the ships that we are getting to check out for the free fly. Got them already set up, and outfitted with some gear and stuff like that. I figure tonight I will do a quick stream and just kind of see how it goes. So I'm going to turn off chat immediately because most of us know how chats are in online games. Don't need any of that. So this is me. Actually, I could probably do better than that. I could do maybe. Come on, there you go. There's me in this outfit. Oh, it looks like I need a little bit more ammo. So good thing I did that. I'm gonna go into my inventory and split that. Now I know that most of you have never played this, don't have any idea what Star Citizen is. What I can say is that it is a really, really fun space exploration type game. There's a lot more to it than that. I've kind of just trivialized a little bit, but it is a lot of fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head down and have some fun with some of the ships that we have to play with for the next week. And I'll just work down the list. Some of them I've never even touched, and some I have. Alright.
Welcome to the ASOT Vehicle Retrieval System.
So the Avenger Titan Renegade is one that I have not tried.
To the ASOP vehicle, your insurance claim has been sent.
I have the Titan and the Gladius. I don't have the Redeemer. I've been wanting to try that. Oh my gosh, that's a long...
Your insurance claim has been sent.
I'm going to do it just because I can. Because I actually want to show this one. I want to see this one myself. The Anvil Arrow. Pisces. Okay, so the ones that are free flight are the Titan Renegade, the Aegis Redeemer, the Anvil Carrack, the Argo Raft, the Crusader Mercury Star Runner, the Origin 600i, and the RSI Scorpius. So when I pulled some of them over, I haven't checked out the Scorpius. I have checked out the 600i. We can maybe do that a little bit later. I've flown the MSR before. I have not tried the Raft. I did try the Carrack earlier today. Like I said, I do want to try the Redeemer. Let's take a look at the Avenger Titan Renegade by Aegis first.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following
So let's
location.
head to Hangar 4.
Please visit us again.
And I know that some of my movements will be rather fast. Hopefully I don't make anybody sick swinging around or moving fast. So this is at Hangar 4. Hello. So I am new on Twitch, and I have never done this before, but I figured I've got some friends in the UK who do it, and they've been supportive of me trying it out, so I figured why not. So this, actually I should go around. This is the Avenger Titan Renegade by Aegis. It's a nice, sleek looking ship that can be a good starter ship for people just getting started in the game. I actually have one that I use as one of my daily flyers. Go for a quick jaunt in this, but it reminds me very much of my Titan. I'm not sure what's even different about it right now. This might be more of the Warlock. Never mind, the Warlock is the model that is more geared for space combat, I believe. I'm not sure what this one's geared for. I'm sure that somebody can tell me in the comments. Hopefully you can hear me okay. If not, then I will learn that by way of listening to the video later on and critiquing it.
You are clear to launch.
Alright, so I am clear to launch, so we're just going to go for a quick little run around here. Just want to kind of test it out and see what I think of it. So if you've never played Star Citizen before,
Thank you, and please visit again.
the game actually started around 2010, 2011, 2012 by a man named Chris Roberts, who's known for other flying games. I don't have a lot of history on him. There are people who know way more about him than I do, who have followed him to this project because of other projects he's been on. I was playing another game. I was just getting my foot into another game when I found one of the content creators for this game. His name is Space Tomato. You can check him out on YouTube, I believe, or Twitch. I think he still has a channel here. And I started playing a year ago next month. And my first day playing, I played with Space Tomato. And he kind of showed me around the verse a little bit. So I want to jump into Quantum just so I can kind of show you the look of the plane, or the ship, while we're, I guess you would say, like in hyperspace or something like that if you're a Star Wars fan. I just think it's beautiful, so here we go. See that stretch? That was kind of cool. I just think that I kind of like these visuals. I just think that they're really cool. They're like awesome desktop backgrounds. I have a few of these for different ships. That would be a cool one. If like you had live wallpaper and you just had something like this going across your screen, that would be pretty cool. There's me in the cockpit. I don't know how long we have because I don't even remember where I jumped to, but I just kind of wanted to give you a look at how this looked going at quantum speed. So we're going to pull out of quantum speed. Okay, we went to Miko 1. So that is Hurston. That's where we were. About 2 million km. And the ship does fly, or does, you can. Do this. Ooh, that was cool. Wow. Hello. Yep, nope. Okay. So we're gonna set our sights back for Hurston. Which is right there. I didn't get too far away from it. Now this is a star map, which from what I understand is going to be changing dramatically at some point in the future. Now I mentioned that Star Citizen was a game that's been around in concept or being built since about 2010. There was a huge crowdfunding for it. There are a lot of backers. I jumped into it last year, like I said, after just starting in another game, and I found this to be a lot more interesting. I'm not going to name the other game because it is a similar space game with flight that you can find on a popular site for other games. This game is not quite as elite as that game is, and that's about as much as I'm going to give you. But you probably know what it is from me saying that, so there you go. So we're just testing out this Avenger Titan. I can't remember. Really bad with that. back here in a minute. This is not the Avenger Titan. It's an Avenger Titan something, but I can't remember what it is right now. It's not one because I have an Avenger Titan. It's this one doesn't really super excite me. I mean, it's a nice ship. It's a nice iteration of a ship that I already have, that I already own. Let me see. I just need to find. There we go. I need to find one of these to get me around the planet. Let's see how far away I am. Oh yeah, it's still pretty far away. Okay. So I have a ton to learn about Star Citizen. Oof, that is bright. But I am willing, and I will learn it over time, and I imagine that if I continue to do this, if I continue to do stream, then I'm going to want to actually know what the heck I'm talking about. It's probably a good idea, don't you think? To know what I'm talking about? I kind of think so. So, we're heading to Everest Harbor, which is a space station where I am kind of based out of right now, while I do some missions and stuff over on Hurston. So I've got to say, this game, there's a lot of lore to it. It's not just about flying ships. There are organizations in the story of the game, like Everest Harbor, where we're coming right now. This station does not sell weapons because Hurston, the planet that you see to your right, is part of the I guess what they're doing is the lore is that they don't want their citizens to have weapons so that they can't rise against them. There are other planets where you can buy weapons.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Okay, so we're gonna land this puppy, and then we're gonna move on to one I'm excited to try. But yeah, this station, you can't buy guns, you can't buy weapons of any sort for your missions. You can loot them in your missions, and some missions you can't. The game does offer quite a bit of content for people to explore. And there's a lot about this game. You're gonna find a lot of people either love it or they hate it, and there are reasons for that. I personally very much enjoy it, and I've made some good friends in a good community. And among things, I've learned not to
Landing complete.
crash
Have
my
a pleasant
ship.
stay.
Alright, I'm going to turn this ship off. I am going to not be able to repair any or do anything because there are features. Some people call them bugs, we call them features. They're features that sometimes work and sometimes don't. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and put this one away and pull out another one that I haven't been in, so you'll get to explore it with me for the very first time. Kind of excited about that. Alright. Okay. So now I can tell you which exactly which model that was.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
That was the Renegade. So yeah, sorry about that, folks. That was the Aegis Avenger Titan Renegade. And I'm gonna say that's my excuse. It's 4 names. Come on now. All right. So I have been looking forward to checking out this Aegis Redeemer. So we're probably going to get a little bit more look at this one than we did the last.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Visit us again.
And these ships that I'm going to show you, they're all running against each other. So, okay, so we're going to Hangar 8. And it's nice because if you forget, all you have to do is kind of look around and find the marker and find what hangar you're at. So you don't have to run back to the terminal if you forget. Because I forget. So this is the Aegis Redeemer. And this... Wow. That is a ship. That is a ship. This is supposed to be a gunship. And you can definitely see that yeah, there's several guns on the top, on each of the wings. Ooh, wow. A remote turret closest to the front, and then a cockpit for those. Wow, this is impressive. This thing is ginormous. So again, this is the Aegis Redeemer. We're gonna go ahead and pop inside. And I'm gonna get out of the way so I don't get the ramp dropped on my head. I've had that happen before on ships, because I don't always pay attention, and I don't know how to shut the ramp. Is this it? Yep, that's that. Okay. Alright, so we'll start here, work our way around. That's a refresher. Too bad the mirror doesn't work. Wardrobe. And this bunk beds. And stairs. More bunk beds. I wonder if you know, you can't get into those wardrobes yet. Probably in the future you can. Oh wow. That means that you'll probably eventually be able to get into those and get them. You can probably stock them. That's really cool. I like that. Okay. So, what is this? What is all this? Nothing functional yet. Okay. Well, so I guess we're taking the stairs. And animation on that jumped really quickly. That was nice. Okay, so that's wow. What is this? Oh, nice. Very nice. So these are all ship systems. Engines and coolers and that kind of stuff. Huh. Interesting. I can't push to open. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. But I'm still gonna look at everything. Except the ones that are locked. Okay. Point made. Oh wow. That is probably either power generator. Yeah, that's probably the power generator. Or the quantum drive. It's one of the two. Yep, that's the quantum drive. I probably could have, you know, read that before, but that's okay. We're gonna pretend like, oh, those are the power plants. Oh, jeez. Hi. Batteries. So let's see. Was I right? Were these the cooler? No, they're shield generators. And there's the cooler. Okay. Well, you know. Oh, turret access. Can't seem to get in there. Okay, maybe when we're not. So these are jump seats. Nice. What's this? Looks like a weapons locker? Yep, it looks like a weapons locker. Life support. It's also locked. Gravity generator. Wow, this is very well done. So that's the bottom turret. I called it cockpit earlier. Ugh. I know what I meant. Okay, and then these are probably gunner guns for the different sides. Huh. So apparently this is best for this is best crewed by 2 people because of the amount of stuff you have to deal with. So let us hope that I can make an effective
Aegis combat assist activated.
pilot.
Green.
Let's see, why don't we go towards Mark L1. So, right. Wide Forest Station. One of my favorite places to go. Alright, so the ship is on. Quantum display is on, navigation display is on. Huh, okay.
You are.
We are cleared for launch. So this will be interesting. Okay. I know some pilots don't like to go into third person when they're flying for any reason, docking or not, but I am not other pilots. I like to kind of take a look at everything that a ship has to offer, including how how they look.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Thank you, and please visit again. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. Oh, wow. That never ceases to be interesting when it kind of warps forward like that. This has definitely got a very military type feel to it. Just kind of looking around. Most ships don't do anything different. I mean, as far as how they look when they're flying, like when they're in quantum or whatever. But I just kind of dig the visuals. And honestly, it's just kind of cool to watch. And it gives you a chance to see the ship looking really cool, looking really nice. Because, you know, you're in first person mode, so you're stuck looking at it from the point of view of your character. Alright, so we're gonna jump out of quantum here, because we're almost at Argel 1. That was really fast. How far are we? Wow. We jumped pretty far. Wow. I want to see that. Okay, so those fire those. Now I can't fire anything. Oh, that was a missile. Wow. That's cool. Let's watch that again. Let's watch that from up front. It's gonna be really bright though. Trying not to have the sun in the middle. Okay, fine. I'll do it from here. So that's gotta come. Okay. I'm going to get out of the pilot seat and see if I can get in one of the turrets now that we are outside of the armistice zone. Maybe. Come on, let me in. No? I wonder if... Oh, these are remote turrets, so which ones? Okay. Power on.
Weapon systems online. Aegis combat
Enter
system.
remote turret. Oh, that was me trying to go into third person. It wouldn't let me do it. Okay. So I'm just gonna shoot us. Oh, so that's still coming from right underneath the cockpit. Huh. I would have thought that would have been one of the gun placements on the wings. I guess that's not the case. Okay. Power off. I want to get in the turrets. How do I get in the turrets? Enter. Ha ha ha! I figured it out. Okay, now I'm stuck in this view. There we go. Oh, there we go. Ooh, very nice. Now I have to turn it on. Oh, maybe that's up here. Yep, power on. Gyro, power on.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
There we go. Now gyro mode is, I can spin around. I think that's looking towards the back of the ship. Okay, so you only have okay. Well, that's good to know. Power off. Exit. Oh wow, okay. That was cool. So yeah, I am just learning this one, so you get to learn it with me. Although I hope that doesn't stop you from wanting to check it out yourself. Because like I said, Free Flight is going on for next week in Star Citizen, so you should definitely try and get out and jump into the
Aegis combat
verse.
assist activated. Systems green.
Switch gyro mode. No, that's power off. There's gyro mode. Nice. Okay. So I can kind of now bandy about and look over the back of the ship. Haha, I bet you thought I was going to shoot the ship. That was kind of cool. Okay. Not bad. It would definitely be nice to be multi-tool, or to have a bigger crew, like 2 or 3 people with you, and each one could be using their turrets. It would definitely be good in a combat zone. I meant to do that. I really did. I just wanted to let you see the quantum drive again. Alright. So we're gonna take this back. I'm gonna turn the engines on.
Engines online.
And we're gonna go right back to Hurston. To Everest Harbor. F2. You can go now. Oh, I turned it off? Wow, I did not realize that. I thought I just turned off the engines. Okay. wow, we went pretty far. I didn't expect to go that far away. So this ship, the Redeemer, is up against the Scorpius. Um, we have not seen the Scorpius yet. That is at the bottom of our list. But I know that these two are going head to head because uh, one of my friends, Loki, in the game has requested that we vote for the Scorpius over the Redeemer. Although, I don't know. Until I get my hands on the Scorpius, I can't really say for certain. So this feels like a very solid ship. It's not a lot of frills, but I do like that you have, what, 4 different gunner stations, 2 turrets, and then 2 remote turrets, as well as pilot-controlled weapons. I think that those are good. I think that the pilot ones are the ones that drop down when the bottom turret is not in use. So if you're using the bottom turret, or if you have somebody in the bottom turret, you can't probably use the pilot probably cannot also use weapons, but you probably wouldn't need to if you have gunners aboard with you. So I've been playing for just under a year, but I am still learning. There's a lot. There's so much to learn about this game. And that's part of its fun. It's a challenge, but it's also fun. The game is in the alpha stage. This is version 3.17.2. And I am scanning because you can't really see the ship or the station right now. I scan it every so often just so I can kind of keep an eye on where I'm at in relation to it. And you see those square little cubes. Those are called bounding boxes, and those bounding boxes, when you're near a space station anyway, they're usually ships. A bounding box is something that it's a mesh term, like when you're making items in a mesh program like I'm trying to think now, like Blender. Okay, we are in the armistice zone, which means we can no longer. Oh! It made me a liar. I crossed into armistice, and I was still able to fire my weapons, and I'm not supposed to be able
Please
to.
proceed to assigned landing bay.
That was kind of crazy. It was also a bit inadvertent, but yeah, you're not supposed to. You can still fire. Ooh, that's. Uh-oh.
Attention. I have been authorized to scan your vehicle for security purposes. Please
Now I
halt
have
your
to
vehicle and
halt
stand by.
for Hurston security to scan my vehicle for any type of contraband or whatever. It's just another dynamic of the game, just kind of something to be a challenge, I guess. I don't know. It's for roleplay purposes, etc.
All right. Everything checks out. You're free to go.
Okay, I am free to go, so I can fly away. Yeah, those Hurston security, I get stopped quite often, which is kind of funny considering the one time I had contraband, which was Hurston security armor from my bunker. They didn't stop me, but they stop me regularly when I'm not hauling anything in. Okay, so I'm gonna... Oh, you can't really see it. Uh-huh, there we go, that's better. I know some people hate this, or at least make comments about not being able to do this. Storing their ship like this or landing like this, but I like to be able to see where the ship is in relation to the doors, and it does take skill to do it without, and I don't have that skill yet, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Like I said, I haven't been flying that long. I started in October of last year, towards the end of the month, and played until the end of December, and then I had to leave for a little bit, and I just came back in July. So you can definitely say I am still very new to this game. Okay, so now we're gonna land. Long way to go down. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is turn off the engines, and then I'm going to turn off ship systems, and then I'm going to try. Ooh, I can actually repair it. Not sure why. Restock it from all the ammo that I shot. Refuel the quantum and the hydrogen. And then I'm going to leave the cockpit and head back down the stairs. So this again was the Aegis Redeemer gunship, and it is one of 8 ships you can fly during Free Flight Week this week in Star Citizen. So if you're interested in it, you should definitely give it a go. It is too bad that you can't get a vehicle in here. That would be really nice if you could put a land vehicle in there. I have a ship that you can. It is kind of a more of a drop ship. That is called the Cuddy Black by Drake. And but this is a good ship. It would be good for, like I said, if you're in a war zone or something and you need some cover and you need somebody to come in and save you. I would definitely take that into a war zone with some gunners on in my turrets, because you really can't fight effectively by yourself in that. You only have access to the front turrets, from what I can tell. You can shoot missiles, but missiles aren't going to last you forever. They do have a finite amount.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
So we're going to store the Aegis Redeemer. That was a gunship. And actually, I am going to go ahead and end my stream here for tonight.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Because I want to see how it went. So if you happen to see this at any point, feel free to leave a message down below and let me know how you think I did, what you think I could do better. I'm learning. This is kind of my maiden voyage on Twitch take 2. So hopefully we will catch up again soon. Again, my name is ThumperTi, playing Star Citizen, and I would like to thank you for being here. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight now, and hopefully we will catch each other soon. Take care, and good night.